What's up, people? Welcome along to Arsenal Fan TV, and we've just won 1-0 at the Hawthorns against West Bromwich Albion. A really good performance, a great result on our behalf. 2 wins in a row now, and things are starting to look a bit more positive than they were before after a very patchy run of form. Going into this game, Arsene Wenger rejigged the team a little bit. It was good to see him delve into the squad that little more and try new combinations as well. We saw Danny Welbeck start up top with Olivier Giroud and Alexis Sanchez. Had a front three, which I think was very effective throughout the course of the game. Danny Welbeck utilised on that left-hand side. However, he interchanged with the likes of Giroud and Sanchez really well throughout the course of the game. And it was really good to see Giroud start a game. And I thought he was really decent for us today. Every player had a solid performance. It was great to see that. As well as that, we saw Matthew Flamini start midfield, replacing the injured Mikel Arteta. I thought Flamini was certainly someone that did his duties well. He kept calm, he kept a cool head, he was fairly resilient. Certainly not a standout player, but he did what he had to do well. It was very subtle in the game, and it was good to see. Good to see him not make any errors that could have cost us in this one. As well as that, looking at the back four, it was far more balanced than it has been in recent weeks. Nacho Monreal was deputised at left back, and we saw Laurent Koscielny come back into the fold of things. Really good to see that. And our defensive display, I thought, was immaculate today. There were times where it was a bit shaky, especially in that last 10 minutes where it was very nerve-wracking. I mean, the likes of Berahino coming close, hitting the crossbar, Chris Brunt having an effort blocked by Mertesacker. Mertesacker doing really well there. And as well as that, Craig Gardner coming close if it wasn't for an excellent block by Aaron Ramsey, a toe punt away by Aaron Ramsey. But it is a good result today. It's good to see the team actually shut up shop in a game for once. Even though it did look shaky in that last 10 minutes, I thought we defended well, we were very resilient. And you've got to remember, players like Koscielny are only just coming back into the frame of things. So once this team is bonded, once that defence especially is bonded, it could look a bit more prosperous for us. And as well as that, Emiliano Martinez starting his first Premier League game in goal. I thought he was certainly a standout player today. He did make some crucial saves, looked very calm, and considering his age, considering it was his first Premier League game, I thought he did an excellent job. These are 2 very big games for him that he's played in recent weeks, as well as, I guess you could include the game against Manchester United. I did think he was shaky in that game, but his 2 most recent performances, I think he's been quality, and it's good to know that we've got players that we can put faith in at the moment. And starting this game, I think West Brom was certainly the team that had the more dominant spells of possession. I mean, for the first 20 minutes, they had 70% possession to what, our 30. It was something mental like that. And I think we could have done a little bit better at controlling the game a bit more, dictating it well. And considering West Brom at home, I think maybe you should expect them to have a bit more possession. But they weren't really doing anything with what they had. I mean, they were passing it around their back four, not really creating anything, failing to get any shots on target, any shots at all, in fact. The only real players that looked dangerous for them were the likes of Berahino, Sessegnon, and we grew into the game after that 20-minute mark. The likes of Alexis Sanchez coming close. Cazorla had a really good chance. Cazorla pulling the strings in midfield, but I'll get onto him a little bit later. The only real talking point of the first half was the Berahino offside, which is a shocking decision by the linesman. He was well onside. Koscielny was keeping him onside, but then again, I think that all relates back to the bondness of our defence. I think when these players, the likes of Callum Chambers, Koscielny, etc., get to know each other's games a little bit better, because they haven't played with each other all that much. Once that's gelled, once it's bonded, I think this is a theme that won't recur too much. But it was a shocking decision by the linesman. Berahino should have gone on to score, and that would have cost us in that sense. But fortunately, we had a bit of luck on our side. We were the more dominant team at that point, and it has to be said that we were probably the ones that only looked like scoring, but it was a good break from West Brom, and they were unfortunate in that sense. But not going to dwell on that too much. Other talking points in the first half was the Giroud penalty claim. In my opinion, it was a really emphasised leap from him, let's call it that, a leap from Giroud, although realistically it probably was a bit of a dive on his behalf, but you know, it's becoming part of the game now. It's becoming part of the game, which you know, I'm not going to really express my views on that. But going into that second half, I thought we came out really well. Arsenal started the game really quickly. We closed down West Brom. We harried them really well. And we got the goal that I think we deserved in about the 60th minute mark. Excellent work by Santi Cazorla, pulling the strings in midfield. Looked absolutely immaculate today. It's 2 what I'd regard as man of the match performances from him. Thoroughly deserved man of the match today. Probably our best player on the pitch. Conducted that midfield. A great bit of skill to get it past, I think it was Wisdom, the West Brom defender, and then crossing into Danny Welbeck. Great work by Welbeck to leap so high in the air above the defenders and then place it into the back of the net. Foster should have done a lot better with the initial save, but a great goal to put us 1-0 up. We should have gone on to score another 2 or 3. We had opportunities to do so, but we closed the game down to some effect. I mean, I think it would have been a lot more comfortable had we scored that second goal, but West Brom kind of in that last 10 minutes gave everything they had against us. I think they were certainly the more dominant side, which, you know, had to be expected, but I think we should have controlled the game a little bit more. But it's a learning curve. We kept a clean sheet. It was great to see Koscielny come back into the team. A lot of positives to take from today. We're in a better position than we were before. We're moving up the table gradually. I mean, it is slow progress, but hopefully if we're able to get wins against like Southampton, Stoke City, things can look a bit more bright, and you know, maybe it could be a good second half of the season for us. But let's not talk about that too soon. Let's just focus on today's win, enjoy it, and hopefully move forward from here. Anyway guys, those have been my thoughts on Arsenal's 1-0 victory at the Hawthorns against West Brom. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like rating, subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, check out my own channel, AFC Game by Game, and as always, thank you for watching guys.